throw those specifics down verbally, because again, otherwise there is no scene. You're just a couple of floating heads in the Zoom window. So like those are like, I'm picking up a lot of habits that I think hopefully will help translate to be to be good practices for
Absolutely.
when
it's like isolating one muscle and really working it out.
Yeah, and then so it'll be weird once go back on stage and oh my god, I could run around and do things, and but in the meantime, there's I feel like there are specific subsets of skills that I'm getting a lot of reps in because that's that's what's limited by Zoomprov.
That's awesome.
Are we talking about Bob's last show? Or just improv in general?
I think just improv in general, but more specifically, Zoomprov, doing it on Zoom and stuff.
Oh man.
Because I wanted to know the funniest joke Bob made at his last show.
Oh.
Was it one about airplane food? Or was it one about a man falling down?
I mean, it was...
Is it both?
I was going to say it's an improv scene, so I don't know if we're really making jokes.
What was...
Sound just like my improv coaches.
Yeah. I mean, I think Laura actually does stand up. Well, I know she does stand up. So that might be more who to consult on the jokes department. Because I've never done stand up, so I've never told a joke in front of an audience. I don't know.
Have you ever been funny and like were you like did you have a good time last week? That's what I was really trying to get at. I was just doing it in a very like weird way.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happened.
Yeah, it's the you win in Sun game. Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. Let's see. I played a Jimmy Carter who was angry at kids for not time traveling back to help him win the 1980 election that he lost in a landslide. There were,
that's fine.
Just kids, not future adults. I like that. I like it.
Right. I remember. They were doing something, and I literally said, "Cut to Habitat for Humanity work site." Oh, thanks for visiting old Jimmy Carter building houses. That's how that scene started, and that's where Jimmy Carter went to. So, yes. I guess I'll try to Trumpify Jimmy Carter.
Why would you do that? He's such a sweet man.
But that's what makes it crazy. You put Trump's behavior on any other sensible person and it becomes ridiculous. So putting it on a sweet old man like Jimmy Carter, just like, no, you can't do that. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad it was a fun time.
And also seeing Jimmy Carter pissed off at Ronald Reagan for kicking his ass in, that's like really, it just, who the fuck cares, right? But yeah, Trump does, so.
Yeah. And Jared, how have you been the last couple of weeks? You still alive?
Yeah. I was just chilling.
No further questions.
Stuff. Only reason I was free today is all my family members didn't throw anything for the holidays. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
My mom's working, so I'm like, all right, I'm free 2 nights.
Glad to have you back. Glad to have both of you back.
Hopefully I didn't Rizel didn't go too crazy. Hopefully, I don't know.
I think Rizel's dying.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Rizel is frozen right now, or petrified. Petrified is what it is.
Oh, so I'm literally just chilling.
you've been it's like Han Solo and Carbonite. So-
Okay.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, and then last week they did. I wasn't here last week, and they did the one-off with the
He
critters.
did something amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was sublime.
So, I mean, I was looking at the Discord chat, and I see Beignet and Hobbs and Reginald, the pop. So, I'm sure next time any of those characters are mentioned, the rest of us who didn't participate will have no idea of the intricate backstory that
You'll be missing
Ruh-roh.
so much subtext.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. I mean,
Laura playing Hobbs was fantastic. I'm really sad that you guys missed that.
Oh yeah.
aw.
Tons of fun.
I mean, I'm still gonna yell at Hobbs, and stuff. I don't know what context that adds it, but the thing is, I always
You do you.
Yeah, no, the thing is, I always I always let Skylar adjudicate how Hobbs reacts to Burzlek's commands. So, with the example of how Laura played him, I'm sure that'll make the adjudication a lot more interesting now.
Nice.
It's fun. We also learned a little bit about Reginald, aka Radcliffe's backstory. Terrible marriage. Just real bad. It was a sad end for that. It was a fun time. But yeah, Ragdoll is still frozen in Carbonite.
Ooh. Are we still? I'm assuming we're still on like the island, just running around. Their heads cut off or something like that. Nice.
We are still in the village where they have a lot of mafia-related stuff going down. And we're gonna theoretically go to a meeting,
Ooh.
which,
Oh wait.
When you describe
the same
D&D
village, right? That like we left
yeah.
off. Of?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sun
okay.
Petal or Moon Petalton.
in Pendleton.
Yeah, the last I remember was we were in the sheriff's office and we did some shit or something. And then we were going to the hotel to rest.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then
cool.
You guys rested at the hotel.
Oh, we did. Sweet. Hit points.
They rested.
Getting to the
Yeah.
hotel was a lot.
Yeah, but as Rysel was petrified, he is in a state of the same state he was in before he was petrified. Whenever he gets unpetrified.
Okay. So I'm back to. Got it.
Yeah, you missed some fun backstory stuff.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just chilling.
What up?
What up?
What up, yo?
Okay.
Sorry, I was a little bit late. I forgot to defrost my food before trying to make dinner, so it took a little longer.
Bro. I'm gonna eat after.
Late dinner, man.
Yeah, I mean, Friday.
Are you guys not all eating at 4:00 in the afternoon?
You gotta get the early bird special.
Exactly.
I'm actually eating right now, so I split the difference between Laura and Jared. So there you go.
Oh, that's smart.
Anyone having anything nice to eat today?
Oh my god, it was so crowded at the Chinese food place where I picked it up. It was normally I put my order on Grubhub, I just waltz in, pick it up and leave, and this time I had to stand around for like 15-20 minutes in the lobby with other people and it's like the first time since quarantine started that I've been in like, a 6-foot radius of another human being that isn't one of my roommates. So, I was like, please don't have COVID. Please don't have COVID
Oh no.
the whole time.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, we were all wearing masks, but still, just being indoors with more than 10 people.
I wonder how that's
all-
gonna work. Like, whenever the vaccine starts rolling out for priority people, like how would they now be like, hey, do you have the vaccine? Yes or no? Can enter? Like, how's that even work? That's just my guess.
Yeah, I think you wear like a different color face mask.
Oh god.
We're
We're all
like
gonna be
a color
labeled now. Welcome to the dystopian future. Where your armband means something.
Yeah, you have to put like a plus or a minus armband on your arm
Oh no.
based on your status.
Although the future dystopian movies are coming true.
Water's being traded openly on the futures markets, so yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
Hmm.
it's interesting that everything is how soon before we start trading on the oxygen market, right?
Oh god.
I give it 10 or
We're
12
capturing that
weeks.
pure air, putting them in bottles.
Just a can of pure air, all the
From-
Spaceballs.
But oh yes, I
The
totally
entire
forgot
plot of
about
that
thing.
movie.
Mhm.
Was fucking pure air.
We're gonna vacuum the air off of this planet.
God,
Deposit
I
it on
fucking
our
love
other
that
planet.
movie.
We
So
should
good.
start the movement. Spaceballs is a Christmas movie.
Oh
Like the Die Hard
damn!
thing?
Let's go.
Hmm.
How do we justify it then?
It's a family movie. I don't know.
Okay.
It's got strawberry jam. Like what?
I'm not in the marketing department.
Strawberry jam, Schwartz's, large helmets. Okay. I think there's enough there that we could do that. By 2021, that's the goal.
Hmm.
That's why.
We replace A Christmas Story with Spaceballs.
Yo, I would not complain at all. It'd be the amazing Christmas
I feel like
film.
it would work.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Spaceballs. I think I might have. I definitely am familiar with like the big helmet thing and a couple other things, but I never watched the whole thing.
Oh, it's
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
it's it's one of those just greatest parodies I've ever seen. In parodies of parodies.
I also love that George Lucas was like, yeah, totally do that. That's an awesome idea for a movie. Just don't sell any merchandise.
Oh, is that what?
Then
really
in the
happened?
movie, and then in the movie, they made a joke about all the money being in the merchandising.
Oh, I never really understood. I thought that was just like a merch joke. I didn't know it was like that was the reason. That's pretty cool. Probably why you never see any Spaceballs merch? Nah, there's gotta be.
Oh, like I don't think there is. I think that was part of the
What?
deal.
It's
No
probably not
way.
the studio's, revenue stream, but I'm sure people on Etsy are making merch.
Oh,
Oh
sure.
yeah, like non-official. I meant. Oh, okay, yeah, non-official merch, yeah. But no official merch. Oh, damn, dude.
No Spaceballs
Travesty.
flamethrowers.
That's a no Spaceball. It's great for the kids.
Oh, it was a joy.
But I googled Spaceballs merchandise. Like the top 3 ads are Etsy, TeePublic, and Wish.
Yep.
Oh,
That makes
God.
sense. Etsy.
Oh,
You can
God.
find anything on Etsy.
Oh, for sure.
true modern day pirates are to be found on Etsy.
Oh my god, there's a Spaceball throw pillow on Amazon. So
Oh,
tempting to buy
jeez.
this. I can never get enough pillows. Yeah, it's just a bunch of shirts. You know, unofficial shirts. Some cool though.
I got a bamboo pillow, and I don't understand even the concept, but it's my favorite pillow. I don't understand.
No.
It's like wood, but it's not.
Oh.
It's like threaded somehow.
Oh, like the stuff. Oh, they use a whatever bamboo stuffing.
If that's a question, I can't clarify.
He
Because
just said he doesn't understand it.
I don't understand it at all.
Oh.
I don't understand if it's just the outside layer, which you have to wrap in a or you should wrap in a pillowcase anyways, or if it's actually stuffed with bamboos on the inside. I don't know, but I know it was marketed to me as a bamboo pillow, and I was sold immediately. And it feels like a memory foam, but stiffer, but very, very good.
You know, you don't have to explain away everything that you love. You can just love something.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll beguile our adventure and use
Yosh.
words incorrectly, like beguile.
Hell
And earlier, our crew and compatriots had entered this village, this quaint little village on the edge of this teeming forest in on the other side of the prairie and further north. And there they they met the law and the criminality that intermingle and intertwine, that make this little bustling one-horse town as busy as it is. And in their adventures there, they've bumped into none other than the lower ranking criminal person who is trying to offload a product and onload I believe it was an armor, special condensed composite moon petal wares. And then the party was on to him that it was not on the up and up, and our Berzuk, having got the badge from the deputy, or being deputized from the sheriff, he flashed it and sent that person on the run, which the party chased them. They chased him down a rabbit hole that went all the way to the bottom, and where they found out that the bottom led to what seemed to be the top, as they now stand in front of the mayor's manor at the end of a long dusty road that goes off from the town a bit. And out in front there are some individuals who there's the Capone gentleman. He is
Dorleone.
Dorleone, with a few of his people with him, and who are helping him walk out of a carriage made out of the whole of a flower. He coughs gently into an orange peel and looks up and he's like, "Morning.
All right, morning to you, sir.
We've got some serious talking to do, as it's been my eyes, you've given me a new perspective. Your friend Amara has back at the sheriff's office talked some real sense into me, and I believe with her gentle guidance between the mayor and the sheriff, she can deliver a treaty, and understanding can be made, and an agreement can be made, and as your friend put it, everyone can benefit and live well, and no one has to not live well, and the opposite of benefit, and everybody is doing good. That verbatim. That's what I wrote it down somewhere. He checks his pockets, but he's gonna check his pockets.
Good.
Yeah, he's not coming up. He gets some. He gets like a small notepad, but there's too many pages in it. He can't really find the. I've got a lot of. I've talked to a lot of people, but I'm sure she just tells the if the mayor hears and the sheriff hear the speech she gave me, and which caused me to call for parley and cease the bloodshed for the last evening, and as we are now in peacetime up until breakfast is over, she's just gotta let those speak her truth to the mayor and the sheriff, and enlighten them the way that she has me. Where is she, by the way? Or instead of where?
I believe she might be administering to our friend who was encased in moon petal carbonite. He seemed quite concerned with him.
Oh.
Unwilling to leave his side until he was feeling.
A kind.
If you could help with that.
A kind soul that it would take that she's taken on the burden of restoration that is important, and I can here he goes over Rysel, and he's he takes the favor thing that he bestowed you guys earlier, and he's like, this is the offer, or this is yes, that token that I gave you earlier for anything. Call upon me for anything. This you I will grant you this wish, and retake my token. And he raises a summoner staff from within the carriage of a flower husk, and he does a sprightly display as he spins around the staff in a bunch of different ways, and gets that the radius of his spinning goes wider and wider to the point that he has to put his leg out perpendicularly to balance himself as he spins, and there's lots of twinkling and that the glitter and it is cast, but Rysel is his nose twitches and his hair, the color comes back to his hair, and he's back to Rysel. You're breathing and bleeding.
Oh,
You've been
good.
shot.
Oh,
You were standing last. As far as you're concerned, you were walking on your way to the thing, and you got
the
hit.
hotel?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I wake up and I'm like, oh god, where am I? And I'm
Does he at all smell like, I don't know, coffee by any
Yes.
chance?
He smells like rich moon beans.
oh gosh. I take a little sniff. I'm like, huh, that's weird. But I look around. Who do I see?
You see
Because I'm in like a frantic state right now.
You
I have like
see-
my hand against my dagger.
immediately above you, you see the silhouette of Dorleone as he sticks he's going to dexterity.
Uh-oh.
Yes, this ribbon display, he sticks it, and it's quite impressive. And the staff sticks in the ground, and he lets go of it, and one of his consigliaries grab it and take it away. And
It's exactly what happened.
you see the other two on either side, and immediately by your side is Berzuk and Mai and Gerald.
Oh guys. Oh god, you're here. What the happened to me? All I remember was we went to the sheriff's office and we did some shit, and like we almost got like surrounded, but somehow we're good. And then we were walking to the hotel, and out of nowhere, I'm here, and why do I smell like coffee? What the hell? And I moved towards my party members and away from the Do I know Dorleone?
Yeah. You've seen him in the sheriff's office.
In the sheriff's office. Okay.
In the sheriff's office, you remember, flashbacks from what feels like less than 10 minutes ago for you. You remember that you were standing in the doorway of the sheriff's office, looking outside, and every time you looked outside, there was a few more
Oh yeah, I remember that.
people on the street who would stop moving around and start like looking over your way. And then when you looked back indoors, you remember this figure who didn't look nearly as sprightly and looked quite sleepy, sitting inside of the jail cell, which actually ended up being his own office. That was a guise of being in jail just to keep the sheriff off his back.
Okay, and I go like, oh gosh, so, are we good? As I asked the party.
What, you mean me and you? Yeah, we're cool.
Oh no, I meant like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're always cool. I mean, you guys are amazing. But I meant him, Dorleone. Like, wait, why? What happened to me?
Oh, you kind of. We were in town, and I think you ran towards some. Was it you who ran towards some lights and then just got knocked?
Rysel was just going to the inn, I think, and then someone who was definitely not one of us. It was not one of us, but someone shot you with a Tommy pedal. And then there was this like
the decree of peace. It's the time of peace, and someone would in the streets no, this is not. This won't do. This is why.
Wait, who's talking?
This is Dorleone. He's
Oh.
he's stomping around. He's making he's kicking up dust.
Yeah, somebody definitely broke the pact in that
Oh.
they definitely immediately shot you.
Oh.
Sorry, Rizel.
Ow. Well, weird how I got stuck in this thingy. And is this some sort of like new coffee method?
It seems like it might have been some sort of poison or something. I mean, I don't really know.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
magic.
None of us would have dragged a petrified body into a pet cafe and drenched it in coffee in an attempt to resuscitate.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be a terrible medical procedure that no medically trained professional would ever
Berger,
attempt.
Berger, why are you sweating?
Just, it's really warm in here. Boy, you better not get too close to Amara smelling like coffee, because I don't think she's had her cup today. She's gonna go crazy. Anyway,
Oh God.
while we're talking about crimes, I also want to report. I saw something very disturbing. I saw somebody being tortured repeatedly to death using
Oh no.
electric touch, draining the life force from them a little bit at a time. I really think that's.
You're so funny, so funny.
Hey, why are you sweating now? I mean, it's
Oh,
not
because
that-
it's riveting. Fiction, of course.
Hmm.
Well,
Never mind the fact. I think there was a paladin that might have smashed somebody maybe to death pretty good. Anyways, there's a lot of bad shit happening in this town, and I just want to let you know that I'm here to help put an end to it. Have you seen my shiny new cloak
oh,
that I'm wearing right now? Yeah,
cool. I just look at Berzelak's cloak, I guess.
I'm not saying that I'm a
I was like,
detective.
oh, okay. I
I'm
guess that's
saying
cool.
that it's a coincidence that a lot of detective types wear the same kind of cloak. So I'm on it.
As Berzelak is saying that, I look towards his hands. Does he still have his sword hand?
Yes.
I'm like, some things never change. Cool. Well, are we
I think
cool?
it's a grappling hook hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. So I still look at it and I still kind of like step away a bit. But I'm towards the party right now, and I look towards was it Dorleone? And I asked the party, be like, are we cool with him? Like, is he cool though?
Oh,
Should I?
I mean, I don't know if you saw his dance, but he's obviously very cool if he can dance like that. I mean, it's just...
you can be cool dancer and still
But insofar as
World
his
of Evil or something,
relationship
I don't
to us, I believe that we were headed off to a meeting with the mayor of the town, Mr. Condorion and Le Riota, to discuss a couple of the nefarious things going on around here.
Oh, so it got it's deeper than what we found at the sheriff's place.
Right, there's a whole thing with drugs being doctored to make an entire village dependent on a chemical supply and taking advantage of people in unfortunate situations. And there's like siphonings going on, like stealing things. There's a lot, really.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot.
All right, well, we're going on a drug bust, you guys. And as I say
Basically,
that,
yes.
I quickly just like pat like my clothes and whatnot. Do I find anything missing from all that I can remember of my gear?
There may have been something. Did any party members grab something?
I don't think any of us raided his body unless Brozak did in the pet hotel.
I assumed it was all petrified along with him. I mean, we
Alright.
did.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like quickly rummage around my stuff. You know,
As
in the corner.
Rizal says, let's go on a drug bust, and then immediately starts checking himself. I want to do an insight check. Does Rizal carry a lot of drugs with him? Natural 1.
I as I'm you know, going through my pockets and stuff, I forget I bust out the little like liquid thingy that I still have, and be like, I open it, I smell it, and I'm like, whoo, and I put it back.
Yeah, you see him do this, trying to assess if he has any
Oh,
drugs on
Rizal.
him, and you're
I
you
pull out
assess that,
the poison bells as well.
yeah, you assess that it's probably just a holistic like necessary thing that explains that.
I'm holding like my 2 poison vials. I'm like, oh, and I look at the party. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, yeah.
I lean over to Berjuk and say, those are probably for his chakras, I think.
Man, there's a reason I didn't trust this guy. Listen, you know, we detectives, or I mean, potentially, possibly undercover detectives, you know, we're always on top of these things. So I definitely have my first and so far only lead on the case.
Oh snap! We get to be detectives, you guys.
Well,
So
only
cool.
Stuff got nominated or whatever.
Oh, cool. Well,
So if
I
you
mean,
want,
in the
mean-
next election, you might be able to pull ahead.
or kill him and take his badge.
Oh, that would work too, yeah.
oh damn, this sounds intense. Well, I'm gonna.
Guys, the badge is for a deputy. The cloak is for. You know what? You guys don't understand cop culture, clearly. I mean, why am I trying to explain it to you guys?
I mean, we went inside the sheriff's place, and that didn't, you know, turn out to be all, you know, Candyland
When you've
style.
been on the force as long as I have, you learn a few things, okay? You guys will catch up one day.
Were we ready to like fuck some
Well-
shit up in there?
Force.
Oh, was
Sorry.
that?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I'm just saying, like, oh, when we've all been on the force for 8 hours, which is about how long Berzuk's been on the force.
Oh,
I was just
hold.
making. I'm not helping in any way so far. I'm just making fun of you guys. Go on, please.
I assumed. I assumed as much.
Wait, I must have missed something. Are we officially like part of the task force? Like
Berjuk is.
law enforcement? Oh, oh.
Listen,
Oh, wow.
if
and
you
that-
have a deputy badge and a hypothetical potential detective's cloak, you might be considered part of the force. I don't see any of that on you, Berzuk says as he twirls around like the summoner staff
Oh, well, yeah.
to show off his cloak.
Oh,
Did anybody wait? Did he give the summoner staff to anybody?
One of his guys. Let me roll for something.
whoa, Berzak, that's we have a staff.
Yeah, the guy went to conceal it back into the it is a carriage, but it's like made out of the whole of a flower, and that's a word that I just decided means in between the stem and the petals, and yeah, it's just a carriage, but they didn't conceal it very well, and it's kind of slumped out, and as Mai like looks around for it, it slumps out of the carriage a little bit.
Does Mai, who is a warlock, know what a summoner staff is?
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, you have really nice hair.
Thank you. I go to the barber every day to get it as short as possible, and but I appreciate it, and Dorleone, roll charisma.
Oh, I was commenting out a game at you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I rolled the 16 on Arcana, but I'm also gonna roll Charisma.
That's an amazing way to like deflect. Like if you're uncomfortable with someone's compliment, just like, all right, so this is a D&D game now.
No, I was uncomfortable. I am, if anything, a glutton for compliments. So if anything, I got to
Accept it twice.
Yep. And
Also good for them.
yeah, you know that oh, so what did you get the what were the
For
rolls?
Arcana 16.
You know that this type of staff that is different from other ones because of how thin the I'm gonna also call this the what did I call the other part of the flower that was made the whatever that is.
Hull?
What do you call that?
You called it the hull?
Yeah, the whole,
earlier?
so the whole of this staff is different from other staffs. The whole of summoning staffs are carved through, and you can see the other side. But they're very ornate, and they have other layers inside that represent different the souls of creatures and planes, and yeah, you know, it's imbued with magical properties of conjuration, and there's ruins on the staff that depict critters and things.
Mai's gonna just elbow Rizel a little bit and just go, hey.
Oh,
Think you
yeah.
can swipe that?
Wait, what?
Think you can swipe that? And I like.
Well, I mean, and I look at it like on him, and I look like, how far is that staff from Dorleone?
That staff is 20 feet away from Dorleone, but now his the compatriot that put it into the carriage turned away from the carriage and walked over to Dorleone and is now helping him through the gate into the mayor's estate. And you guys are mostly alone with the carriage. They're if they turn back, they can see you guys, but he's
Okay.
30 feet away from Dorleone and 15 feet away from you.
Okay, I turn to him and be like, oh wait, so are we, I mean, is that our goal right now? Is that what we're supposed to do? I mean, I can do it.
It's not necessarily our goal, but I mean, I'm kind of curious if you could. Unless you don't think you could. I mean, like, no pressure. I don't want to.
Oh, you know what? I can do this. I'm sneak, and I'm like, look, just watch. And then I guess I attempt to sneak around them and go towards the staff. It's like, I this is part of the investigation, right?
Mai just whispers to herself and goes, too easy.
All right.
Gerald just tries to run, like head inside to like walk inside with Don Corleone, because he like these shenanigans are just wrong.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I'm already on my way to sneak it.
You skedaddle on forward and join Dorleone, and as he's being accompanied. So with the advantage of your accomplice to helping distract Dorleone.
I'm gonna
roll
like
stealth.
try to explain to him like, right. So
Alright.
even though you're making a lot of money from Old Stork Forest, it's actually this village that will, in the long run, bear the brunt of the economic hardship. Because if summer ever ends, and your land is only set up to harvest moon petal oil, then you guys will be left in a destitute situation, and your temporary wealth will evaporate. This is why we need to talk about having a lot of different. We need to talk about cultivation. We need to talk about field rotation when we're farming.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
do I
gotta
roll with
diversify your.
advantage? Or do I roll regular?
Roll
I didn't
with
quite-
advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Oh, nice.
Yes.
You have to
As-
diversify your portfolios, your holdings of different kinds of cash crops. I mean, not that I would
Alright.
know anything about criminal enterprises, but let me just tell you,
As he's
Um,
walking, he's roll.
I rolled an 11 total.
Oh my god!
All right.
Literally
On
rolled a
on
1
two
and
rolls?
a 2. I literally rolled on
Wow.
my first roll back a 1 and a 2, and I have a plus
Welcome
9.
back.
So
Welcome back.
And,
welcome back.
With
Fucking
that,
dice.
he's nodding and
an 11.
left and the right. Well, he's nodding at Gerald at first, as he's really considering these. Yeah, he's like, I'm really taking a great consideration. You speak, you have wisdom, wise beyond your. And then Berserk says something over his other shoulder, and he looks over his other shoulder, and he's like, oh, that's well. There's you're. He's in the carriage with my staff, and the other two turn around and you guys he's like, oh, this is a great betrayal.
I'm so sorry.
Peacetime.
Oh, I was just
Dolian, I'm
looking
so
at
sorry.
the,
He's just confused from the moon petal poison. Rizal, put it back now. That's not yours. He just
I thought
likes
I had
holding
this
things.
flashback in when I was in case that I thought I was living. I thought I was Don Corleone himself. It was weird, out of body, and I thought, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm back to myself. Yeah, just here. I don't know where I am. Who are you? Oh, okay. Let me just back
Meanwhile,
away.
Berserk wasn't trying to distract him at all. He was literally just wanting to talk about how to properly fund a criminal enterprise. So he continues on going, yeah, if you just start out with a little bit of a seed capital, right, and then let's just say a 10% annual growth over rate, within a time span of say 20, maybe 25 years, you'll have enough to retire, so you don't have to go around adventuring like you're some sort of schmuck. I mean, boy, don't you think that would be nice not to have to trudge along and travel alongside, tieflings and goblins and elves, and just, settle down at one place and just raise your little criminal enterprise and just not have to, do any of that like that would be. Listen, that's the way one should do it if one had the proper capital to start it up. That's all I'm saying, hypothetically, right?
As Berserk is doing that, I guess I'm gonna use that moment to attempt to hide.
All right. Roll stealth.
All right.
And
Second time's the charm, everyone.
as he
Yes.
the other Dorleone is looks at Berserk and you are
fat?
right then. It's I going it alone seems to be the only way to go, as I was walking into this to sit at the parlay alongside you, and this betrayal during the wee hours ends of peacetime before breakfast even started, and I I will still by the honor of the peacetime, I will still sit at the parlay, but we will be at ends of the table, and I will talk to you the same way I will talk to the sheriff, and closed off and flippantly with an extended hand.
That's
the
right.
face
It's a
don't care.
great.
I
It's a
rolled
great.
a-
Oh,
I
sorry,
rolled
go
a
ahead.
28. The one time it was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Not
I'm not even
Not
there.
so good at stealing, but disappearing.
Yeah. The first roll was a warm up roll, you guys. I shouldn't have done that on the warm up roll.
So
Yeah.
Rigel's thought process was, can I do something that puts the entire party and their purpose at jeopardy? Yeah, because I can hide and make sure that they have to deal with it. Awesome.
And I as soon as I'm hidden, I
I
look for
love it.
Mai, and I send her a message, be like, okay, sorry. I blame me being frozen. I'm a little rusty. You should probably not reply to this message. Okay, bye.
Mai's gonna reply to that message.
Well, she's just talking like, what direction is she talking to? Because there's no way you could beat a 20.
I think with message you don't have to know. I think it's just in your head, but you say it out loud.
Okay. But so she doesn't know where the voice is coming from?
And
then?
I think with message you don't need to know exactly if you're
Nice.
responding.
Yeah, the sender needs to know,
Yeah.
but the responder can just
Nice.
whisper
All right,
back.
so she just hears my voice.
Mai responds with, "Just admit that you don't know how to do it, dude. Jeez."
I send another response, like really quick response.
Roll persuasion as you inadvertently were
Ooh.
still making eye contact with Dorleone when you said that.
Oh, that is the third 11 I've rolled in a row.
Oh, it's greater than half.
You may be wise. The group of you may all be wise beyond your years, but I do know a thing or two myself. Do not underestimate that, or you will receive the fewest of the meekest share at the parlay table within. Go into it with a greater expectation of your who is sitting across the table from you. And with that, I'll see you inside. And he coughs into his orange peel, and the other two help him up the small flight into a overly large front deck area, and there's
All right.
a big door.
As you go, just remember you always have to be concerned about invasive species as well. No matter how well you plan your field, invasive species can. Okay.
There's you guys roll
I mean,
Persuasion.
dandelions are the silent killer.
roll persuasion. As you mentioned, the dandelions are the silent killer. A large tumbleweed of these moonflower petal, a whole head of it comes rolling. It smashes through one of these fence posts that enclose the estate, and come colliding down the yard. Roll dexterity. A lot of you guys.
Holy shit!
Dex save.
Yes, as
Okay.
it's happening
Save.
to you.
And just so you know, on that persuasion, I rolled my second natural one,
All right.
and I have a -1, so I got a 0. So it might have sounded like a threat. Just saying.
Yeah, he squints and shoots you one more accepting, as if he's accepting some kind of challenge before the other two. He's already inside. The other two who guided him in shut the door on you unceremoniously and slowly, and then a big pedal. If you rolled low, or who got under 8 dexterity saving throw.
I think we all beat it.
Very cool. Yeah. A huge head of a moonflower petal just blew open a ranch style gate and collided past you guys, digging huge rivets from the yard, these pits of dust, and then collided into a large bale of petals, and it kind of poofed everywhere. Yeah, you noticed that the winds, and as it poofed everywhere, the wind that blew this is flinging all of these moon petal, this exploded petal bale bale. These moon petals are flying everywhere. They're just wafting in the wind. And there's just this wind that's blowing real rough now.
Is this like the wind that's been picking up in strength, like progressively since we got here?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Are the petals like, do they look sharp? Are they like scratching harder surfaces?
Roll perception.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Perception. 12.
Yeah, a petal. There's a side of the estate, and it has this pastel paint, and you notice that the petal, one of them sticks to the side and then rubs across it, and there's definitely these pokey parts that scratch up the side of the pastel mayor mansion manor.
Oh, sap. And okay, and I look around, I guess, for wherever I'm hiding. Is Orleon gone? Is it just like the party that's like around?
Rizel, come on out. Dorleon's inside. Let's go.
Okay, I pop out.
Yeah, you guys see Rizel pop out of the thing that he was by while he was stealthing, and it happened to be the carriage, and he steps out of this this very swanky VIP carriage.
Did you at least
hey, guys.
steal what you were trying to steal?
No, wait, I thought we were supposed to.
The
My
staff kind of slants back out. It slides whenever someone puts it down in there, and it slants out behind him.
Wait, my, I thought we were supposed to steal this. I thought that was part of the plan.
Well, you're not supposed to steal anything. We are law-abiding citizens.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Well,
Mai would never countenance that sort of behavior.
Wait a minute, is there a crime in progress?
You guys, I'm like, Mai is gesturing towards Berzuk and his badge.
The sheriff, yeah, the gates that went through were blown closed, but the sheriff pushes open the gates, and he's like, well, I reckon there's a sit down between criminality leaders about.
Sheriff Willingham,
That's-
good day.
good morning. There's the only good morning is a morning with no crime, and where law is that's done with this statement.
That's right. There's definitely
in.
no crime around where me and my posse is about, right? We are all law-abiding citizens here, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely.
Roll deception if Berzuk is being
Oh,
deceptive.
Berzak
or-
definitely thinks he's the good guy.
Very cool.
The- and I just want to like tell the party real quick, be like, guys, those pedals look dangerous, by the way.
That's why I'm gonna need it's good to have someone around that that I can trust. That's why I always got my my other deputy Lay. He was supposed to be here, but he seems to be running late. That ain't like him. That Deputy Ryota. But it's a good thing I have someone else I can trust like you.
I don't suppose you could outfit us with any of those homie petals, just for personal safety.
That,
You know, to back you up in case you need help. I mean, I wouldn't want to be caught out of sorts.
Hey, listen, those Tommy pedals aren't just for anyone, right? You have to have
I'm sure there's a waiting process and like a background check.
background check. You have to take a pedal safety class to make sure you can use the pedal safely. You know, they're only issued to upstanding citizens.
Like my friend Bergic here.
Such as law enforcement officers should definitely get a Tommy pedal, even if they've never held one before, because that's something that comes with their station. I mean, what kind of deputy or even detective would not have their own sidearm, right? I mean, come on, they wouldn't be taken seriously as a deputy or even detective, is all I'm saying.
roll.
How many others of our party stare at Bergic's arm when he says sidearm?
I definitely do, for sure.
Yeah, 'cause-
Persuasion.
The sword
I
arm,
didn't
you know,
say that just
definitely.
now.
Yeah,
As I roll over what you're saying, Sumi, it sounds rather persuasive, is what I meant to say there. It's a dangerous lot. We've got a lot. I'm going into
Oh, boy.
a situation
Oh, no.
where there's you're all right then, and for that, I need to arm you immediately and deputize all of you immediately. Good thing.
He says arm you, again, eyes straight to Bergic's hand.
And just that, you know, this grappling hook, I gotta say, it's catching on things sometimes when I'm walking by, because it kind of sticks out a little bit more than my old hand does. So definitely it would be nice to have something a little bit more sleek, but with, you know, the reach to be able to reach out and touch someone if I'm too lazy to walk across the room to do it myself. You know, that would be great.
And but I don't reckon I've just got all these deputy badges. He starts peeling out badges and stuff as Ryota comes in through the gate, almost as if surprised to see the sheriff and the sheriff, especially surprised to see him handing out deputy badges like it's ice cream, and that's what he says. He says, "Whoa, you're just handing out those deputy badges like they're ice cream, then?" Well, it's these are a trustworthy lot, and they've helped with the town. They're helping me with serious detective work on making sense of all this hootenanny that's going around this town. And we get Leota. You don't happen to have a humble law fire or pedal hand on hand? And Ryota's like, as a matter of fact, I do. And he drops the two heavy trunks that he was carrying in either arm, and they plop open, and an arsenal of many Tommy pedals spill out onto the floor.
Oh wait,
And
what?
lots of cartridged seeds are in them, or spill out, making ting noises and bumping and rolling into each other and stuff.
Does he have one in his hand?
No, they're all on the floor.
I was thinking this was like thieves going into a bank. Briefcases fall down. The handles are actually automatic weapons, and they start shooting. Okay.
Wait a minute,
right,
you
so
guys.
let me go grab a couple of those for you guys. Girl's gonna go start picking them up.
All right.
Morning, right? Hey,
Uh,
Ryota.
Yeah. As you do so, roll survival. As yeah, you handle these magical fey